Hello beautiful souls, welcome once again to the Niceroy 101 channel. Okay, so you know me already. If you don't know me, I'm Bernice from niceroy.com and niceroyonline.etsy.com. This video was requested by There's a Ray. Not this specific cap, but she had a cap. She wanted to know how you can make it adjustable, so I'm doing a general video on how you can make caps adjustable. So that is what we are doing today. So I've made this as a rough cap that we are going to use. So if you have a cap, you want to make it adjustable, this is what you do. We will need elastic and a toggle. So you get a strip of fabric, maybe 3 inches wide. Now the width will depend on how wide you want the brim to be. So this is almost 3 inches. It is not up to be almost 3 inches in the width. The length should be according to the length around the brim of the cap you want to adjust. So we're just going to cut and make sure we have. I'll add the sewing allowance. So okay, so we have this. We are going to match it. Okay, so this is the back of this cap and this is the front. I'll create a notch at the front. Now this video will also help you to know how you can add a different brim to a cap. If you're making a cap, you want to add a different brim, so it's going to be folded. Let's say if this cap is satin lined and you don't want all the brim to be, the inside of the brim to be the regular fabric, and you want it to be satin, what you will do is, if you are cutting a brim of 4 inches wide, then you will cut 2.5, so that after you have stitched 2.5 fabric, 2.5 satin, so that the satin part will go inside the cap. I hope you understand it. This one I've not done any satin lining, so I'm free to just take the width. So if it's satin line, the weight of the main fabric will be smaller, so it will be half. Then the other half should be satin, so that when you put it in, the main fabric will match the main fabric, and if there is satin inside, the satin will match the satin inside. I hope this is well understood. Okay, so this, now if you want to see how that works, I'm going to link a video on the top right here or on the top left somewhere here that will show you how you add satin to the brim of a cap. It will give you a fair idea of what I'm talking about. Okay, so I'm going to just stitch at the edge and I'll be back. Okay, so the first option here is you can go ahead and add the brim to this and stitch it. So after stitching, you can use the process that I used to put elastic at the brim of the Europe style cap. Then you add it and make it adjustable. That is one option. So you can use the process I used to put elastic in the Europe style scrap cap. Then after you have stitched this together, then you do that. That will help you to make it adjustable. Once I will link the video of how I put the elastic in the Europe style scrap cap on the top left or right, so that you have a look at that. Then now, if not, then this is what we are going to do. We are going to fold this into 2 wrong sides together Oh, I left the salvage because I will serge it off. Okay, it's somewhat okay. So this is how it's going to be, back to back, front to front. Okay, where is it? Okay, so this is the back line to the back and front to front. What I'm going to do is I'll take my elastic. I usually do 17 inches for my elastic. So we are going to put the elastic in. So we'll measure. It depends on how big the brim is and where you want the elastic to be. So it could be just at the back here, from here to the other side right there. So wherever you want that, it should be at your desired position. This one, there is no specific measurement. So but I'm just going to do 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, like how I've been doing the scrap caps. So I'm going to put it inside. I'm marking it. Okay, so there is one thing I skipped. Now, if you are going to add it to this and do it like how I add a elastic to the scrap cap, that this process is fine. If you are going to do what I'm doing right now, on the part of the brim that will go inside the cap, there should be a hole here where you pull the elastic from. So I think I said it, so I'm going to create a hole there so that we can pull our elastic from that hole. Okay, so remember, it should be on the side that will go inside the cap. So I've created a hole here. Okay, so we fold it. There is hole on one side and there is no hole on the other side. Okay, so during the stitching, you stitch all the part that will be outside. You stitch all it, but getting to the other side, you stitch just a little. You leave a space before you stitch the rest of the line so that we can have that hole there where we are going to pull the elastic from. Okay, so this that part goes to the back of the cap. So as I marked earlier on, I'm going to put the elastic in all the way to the fold line to make sure it's nowhere close to the stitch line. You can hold it down with a pin and following the same sequence, make sure it doesn't twist. You put it inside the other part. So you take this to the sewing machine and stitch on it, and to make sure that it's well secured right there. Okay, now so the elastic is in there. The part with the hole becomes our wrong side and the part without any hole becomes our right side. So you are going to match right side to right side of the fabric from the back stitch line. So we match it up and you are going to pin it all around. Make sure the elastic is to the fold line, it's not in your way. Don't pin it. So you can put it around like this. pin it all around. Okay, now I should have marked the front to the front notch. It's always very important to do that so that everything works well. You create a notch at the center front and the center back for both, and you mark them up before you pin. You should have no problem if the length are all the same. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll take it to the sewing machine. I'm using the serger here. I'll serge it. Okay, so I've added it in stitch all around it. I use the serger. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'll take it to the sewing machine and top stitch. Move this one inside to where the main fabric is. So we are going to top stitch on the main fabric. Okay, so the top stitching is now done. What I'll go do is to go to the back where I left the hole. I'll reach in there and bring out the elastic. Then now I'm going to add the toggle. So our cap is now adjustable with a different brim. So it could be any type of cap. You can make it adjustable using this process. So yeah, it's now adjustable. Can be worn by different head sizes. So thank you for watching. If you like what I did, kindly give me some thumbs up. If you have any question, put it down in the comments below, and always remember, before I leave, if you are new here, please kindly subscribe to the channel. That will help me a lot, and also giving me thumbs up will rise me through the YouTube algorithm, because when you like it, YouTube will say, oh, this is good, let's show it to someone else. So it will help me to grow. Thank you so much. Lots of love and light coming from me to you. Stay blessed. Bye bye.